Good day, viewers. It's your boy Jam Autotech, and today we're going to be talking about electrical formulas. It's my first video, and I hope you guys like it. Hola. A special big up to the Jamaican German Automotive School. They taught me everything I know. I mean, doesn't auto electrical make you feel lost? Well, if you follow this channel, you will be able to move from being this guy and be able to diagnose problems and create projects like this. Well, let us continue. Electrical formulas. Some people say it's not very important, but to me it's very important, guys, because this helps you understand the electrical circuit and gives you a better grasp of why a circuit behaves the way it does while diagnosing. Here are some terms used in the electrical formula, in the electrical field, by the way. Here we have voltage, current, resistance, and power. Voltage is measured in volts. It's a force that pushes atoms in a circuit, as you can see here in the little slightly retarded drawing that I made. It pushes, it's a force, some people call it an emotive force. It's a force that pushes electrons along a circuit within a conductor or a semiconductor. Current is measured in amperes. It is the flow of electrons. So it's safe to say that voltage is the force that pushes current. Simply put. Resistance, this is the force that opposes electron flow. It opposes current. It's what slows down the flow of atoms in a circuit. And then down here we have power. Power is measured in watt or wattage. That's just the electrical energy that a component uses. Here's the next important part of electrical formulas. It's called Ohm's Law. This law states that in a circuit, current is proportional to voltage, but inversely proportional to resistance. That's basically the same thing I just said at the first part of this video. Voltage is the pressure that pushes electrons, pushes and allow current flow. So that simply means that it's proportional. More pressure, more current flow. Resistance is any force that opposes the flow. So if resistance increases, or if the force that stops atoms from flowing increases, then current will decrease. Simple as that. And here we have formulas used in the electrical formulas, and it is a little trick that they taught us. If you're looking for any one of these values, you cover the one that you're looking for and it gives you the formula. Hence, if you're looking for voltage, you cover the V and you will get current times resistance. If you're looking for resistance, sorry for my cookie jar. If you're looking for resistance, you cover the R. That leaves us with volts divided by amps. Not rocket science, guys. If you're looking for current, leaves us with voltage divided by resistance. That's the formulas used for calculating either volts, resistance, or amps. It's not hard, guys. And here's the next triangle. This is used to find power. And it's the same procedure. Looking for power, you cover power, and you're left with it with current times voltage. If you're looking for voltage, cover the voltage, you have power divided by current. It's not hard, guys. It's not hard. Here are the circuits used in the automobile electrical. You have the series circuit, the parallel circuit, and the series parallel circuit. The first one is a very simple circuit. It's a series circuit. It's very simple. The way it works is that voltage has to travel through one load before it's able to travel to the next, to ground. So for this load to get voltage or current flow, it has to be able to travel through the first load. That's how this works. Hence R2 is kind of dependent on R1. If R1, the resistance of this load, is high, current flow to this one would be very low, because this would have stopped most of the current here. So the current being fed to this one is very low. And it's the same if this is high. If this resistance is high, it's the same effect it has on this one. So that's a disadvantage there. And next thing, if there's a break in anywhere in this circuit, both loads would be suffered from this effect. For example, if these two were bulbs, any break in the circuit, if it's even the bulb, one of the bulbs were to blow, the two bulbs will go out. That's a disadvantage. Series circuit, loads are divided. The voltage between each load is divided in a series circuit. So if R1 and R2 has the same resistance, and this is a 12-volt circuit, R1 would have taken 6 volts. Hence, R2 would only be getting 6 volts before it's able to go to grounds. That's how this circuit works. To find out the total resistance in a series circuit, especially when you have multiple resistance, like 2, 3, 4, you just add them. You just add the resistance, add the ohms. It's very simple. Moving on to the parallel. The parallel circuit is a tad more complicated, but it's a better circuit, and it's used on most circuits in the automobile, such as the headlights and so on. And that's because here voltage is not divided, current is though. So in this circuit, voltage is constant, current is divided, and as it flows through here, 12 volts, if this is a 12-volt circuit, 12 volts will be here, 12 volts will be here. It's as simple as that. That's how the circuit works. But the current will be divided here. The advantage of this over the series circuit is that if there's any break in this circuit, as in if there's a break here, this bulb will be able to stay illuminated. If there's a break here, this bulb will be able, because there's another path for power to flow to it and then to grounds. But you know, obviously, if this part is broken or if this part is broken, they both will be out. But if it's a case if a bulb blow, then the next bulb will stay active. And I think this is a good circuit for a headlight, trust me, because I don't think if your left headlight blows, I don't think you would want your right one to blow as well. It would be a horrible day. And the last one is the most complicated one. And once you understand this, you're on your way to being a master. The series parallel just incorporates the series and the parallel together. It's simple. Here, in this region, you would have the series circuit. Here, you'd have a next series. But guess what? If you know the total resistance of here, this plus this will be a series circuit if you look at it that way. So this is series, and this as a whole plus this is series. The parallel now is this part of the circuit added together and this part of the circuit added together. You see the parallel circuit? So the total resistance here will be equivalent to R2. The total resistance here will be equivalent to R1. And that's how you'd work out. You'd use this formula to work out the parallel part of the circuit. And when you get the total, you would add it to this as a series. It's not hard, trust me. And I would love to go over this in greater detail in the next video. But let's go on. I have a surprise for you guys. Ta-da! Questions. Here's some questions you guys can go through. You guys can pause the video and tackle it if you want. Yeah, they're not hard. Anyways, I'm gonna go through them now. Here, we're looking for current, but we are given ohms and we're given volts. So it's time to use our little friend. Our little friend. Remember that? That's what's gonna help us out here. We're looking for current. Oh, this is the next symbol for current, guys. It's I. Current. We covered the current part. Now we're left with current being equal to volts divided by R. What's the voltage? 14 volts. What's the resistance? 2 ohms. Was it hard, guys? No, it's not hard. It's not hard. Moving on to the next one. This one is easy as well. Let's do this. Here we have a series circuit. So, you know that in a series circuit, if we're looking for current, current is constant in a series circuit. So, we're going to have to find the total resistance before we start finding current. And if you remember clearly, RT total resistance equals R1 plus R2. That's 6 ohms, as you see here, the first resistor in our calculation, plus 6 ohms, the second resistor in our calculation, in our circuit, gives us 12 ohms. Easy. Now the question is not done there. Now you're gonna use the same triangle. You're looking for I again, so you're gonna use the same triangle and cover the I. You're gonna left with V over R. So it's the same thing here. A equals V over R. Hence, sorry for the retarded writing again. Hence, our voltage is 12. Our total, R stands for total resistance. Our total resistance is 12. And that leaves us with 1 ampere of current. It's not hard. It's not hard. Alright, now we reach the big boys. Here we have a parallel circuit. Now we have R1 and we have R2. It's not, trust me, it's not complicated. You guys can do this. First, to find this, you have to use the formula, or 1 over it. Let's use the same formula that you saw on the video. So therefore 1 over the total resistance equals 1 over 4. R1, 1 over 4. plus R2 is 4 ohms, so it's 1 over 4 again. It's not hard, guys. You can do this. This gives us, I'm not going to show you how to do this simple math. That's come on. That's going to give us 2 over 4. And this can be cancelled down. 1, 2, so that's 1 over 2, guys. So 1 over RT gives us a half. But it's still not done. We need the total resistance, not the inverse of it. So you cancel this out. To get RT, you inverse this. So RT would be equal to 2 ohms. This is inversed. So to get the total resistance, you have to reverse this fraction. So you inverse it and you get 2. So the total resistance is 2. We're not done as yet, as you can see. Oh, damn, look at that line. Anyway, we're looking for a voltage. So we'll go back to our best friend. Cover the voltage. We're left with amps times resistance. Therefore, 5 amps times the total resistance in the parallel circuit, that leaves us with 2 ohms. Not rocket science, guys. You don't even need a calculator for this shit. 10 volts. Bam. It's not hard, guys. I hope you like this video, and I'll be coming out to the next one soon. And I want to go over the series parallel in greater depth, because that's the next part. That's a nut cracker, man. So hope you like this video.
Case the producer.